Did someone say party? I love parties. Hey Bernie, come on up here. I hear there's a party going on.
There's no party.
No party? I'm pretty sure I heard someone say party. Did you hear someone say party?
Somebody said party, but she was talking about a party in the Bible.
A party in the Bible? There's a party in the Bible?
Sure, with a fattened calf and everything.
A what?
A fattened calf, you know, beef.
Beef? You mean like hamburgers and pop and ice cream?
Maybe I should tell you the story that Jesus told. Once upon a time there was a man who had 2 sons.
The younger one said to his father,
Father, give me my share of the estate.
So he divided his property between them.
Wait a minute, Bernie. This kid wanted a state like Minnesota? That's a lot of property.
no, not state, estate. E-S-T-A-T-E.
Estate?
An estate is what you own, your house, your money, and things like that. When a parent dies, the parent things are divided up among the children.
He's not dead.
Right. So the son had no right to ask the father's money, and the father didn't have to give it to him. But the father gave the money.
Not long after that, the son had gathered all he had and set off for a far country and squandered his wealth in a wild living.
Hold it. Squandered? So what's squandered?
Wasted. He wasted his money in doing wrong things.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. So this kid asks for his father's money, leaves home and does all kinds of wrong things and wastes all of it?
You got it.
Boy oh boy, is his Boy oh boy, is his father going to be mad. I guess the kid left home just so he could do whatever he wanted.
Exactly. He was glad to be rid of his father. He didn't value his father or his father's ideas and way of doing things.
What do you think? Was he treasuring the things of God or the things of this world? So what happened to him?
After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in that country, and he began to be in need.
A famine? Like meaning no hamburgers? I guess the guy got kind of hungry. So what did he do next?
So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country who sent him to his fields to feed his pigs.
Yep, sure does sound like a great job.
He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything.
Yuck. You mean he wanted to eat pig's food? That's gross.
I guess he was really hungry. When he came to his senses, he said,
How many of my father's hired men have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.
You know, he was right. It was better in his father's house for the servants than for him away from his father's house. The servants were not eating pig food.
You're right. He finally realized that what was best was his father's home. His father's home is the treasure, not the world.
Well, he's in for a big surprise, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Well, I think his father's going to be really mad at him. Here, he left his father's home, blew all his money, did all sorts of wrong things, and then he's going to show up and expect his dad to give him a job because he's hungry. I bet he'll be grounded for a month. A month? No. 6 months. 6 months isn't enough. Maybe 2 years? Hey Bernie, can a person be grounded for life?
You're in for a surprise. Listen to what had happened. So he got up and went to his father.
But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him.
No way. You mean the father didn't ground him? Why not?
Because the father loved the son, he was waiting for his son to come back. He wanted the son to come back, and he's happy to see his son.
Even though the son had done all those bad things?
Even though the son had done all those bad things, the son may have been bad, but the father was good and kind, forgiving and loving.
Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.
Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it.
Hey, the fattened calf!
Let's have a feast and celebrate, for this son of mine was dead and is alive, was lost and is found.
So they began to celebrate.
Wow, the dad had a party for him? But he didn't even deserve it. He deserved to be treated like a servant. But the father, he made him a son again.
Servants never wore sandals. They were always barefooted. A fattened cow was only for special occasions, and the best robe was a sign of honor. The father was so happy to receive his son back.
What a great father. Hey, I just figured something out. Didn't Jesus tell stories with hidden meanings in it?
That's right.
The son in the story is like us.
And the father shows us what God is like.
We have turned away from God and have done all wrong things and have not treasured the things of God.
And God welcomes us back when we ask forgiveness and when we truly repent and treasure him as the greatest treasure.
He doesn't treat us as his servants. He treats us as his sons. What a great story, Bernie.
It's the best story.